History-making snowstorm finally pushing off to our east. Now we focus on the potential for history-making cold. Details just ahead.
We're tracking road conditions in Lexington as crews try to dig out from yet another double-digit snowfall.
And we'll show you the problem snow causing communities all around central Kentucky.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
All right, we're breaking records left and right. For the second time this season, we're dealing with a record-breaking snowfall across the area.
A winter storm dumped 17 inches of snow on Lexington alone. Some places have reported about 2 feet. With the snow wrapping up, it is time now to turn the focus to bitterly cold temperatures. We begin with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey on this WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. Chris?
Yeah, historic, legendary, any superlative you want to throw out there for this snowstorm, add it to it because it will be fitting. 18 to 22 inches across parts of north central Kentucky, upwards of 20 inches into the bluegrass region. Get to the southwest of us, parts of Hardin County, Grayson County, 25 inches of snow. Southern southeastern Kentucky areas we said would get 3 to 6. Hey, you picked up in some cases 3 to 6 inches of snow. You were on the low end of the spectrum because you stayed mainly rain through the overnight, then had a little more sleet early this morning. Lexington records, they're made to be broken. Yeah, how about we shattered one? 17.1 inches of snow. That really falling in about a 16 to 17 hour window. It's the largest 2-day snowstorm on record, even though it didn't even snow for 24 consecutive hours. Guys, this, in my book, you'll look at 17 inches of snow in 17 hours, one of the great snowstorms you will ever find for Lexington and our part of the world. Now, the previous 2-day snowstorm, 13.5 inches, occurred twice, both of those in January, one 1917, the other in 1943. 17 days, 2.5 weeks here in Lexington, 32.1 inches of snow. Normal for an entire winter around here is roughly 14 or 15 inches. 17 days, 32 inches and change. Now for the winter, we're up to 40 inches of snow. 5th snowiest on record. Are we through with it? Probably not. Can we add another inch or two later in the month of March? March typically will throw 1 or 2 little light snows at us. We will see if this one holds true. If it does, then we're going to climb the ladder another notch or 2 into the top 3 potentially. Life First Alert Defender. By the way, that's a ladder I hope we do not climb. Life First Alert Defender with snow into southeastern Kentucky. It's very light in nature. A far cry from the heavy stuff we had earlier. Life First Alert Defender across central Kentucky looking a whole lot better as the back edge of the cloud cover now begins to press on in. Got to get those clouds to break up for the optimal cold shot tonight. Clear skies, light winds, deep snowpack in place. That will allow for temperatures to really take a big dive. The snows we had over the past few days delivering a nice little snowstorm to sections of the D.C. area. Currently upper teens to low 20s. Now we focus on the record cold tonight, guys. Potential is there with the snow cover, with the clear skies for those readings to hit 0 or below. All-time March records are in jeopardy. And also watch out for some refreezing, especially on roads that are now main roads, in some cases in pretty good shape. Could ice up again later tonight. Lots to talk about when I come back here in about 10 minutes.
All right, we will see you then, Chris. Thank you. Well, crews have been working around the clock since the snow started to get roads clear.
The falling snow this morning made it difficult to keep up, but conditions have started to improve. Our Miranda Combs is live in downtown Lexington tracking the situation this afternoon. And Miranda, we'll take any good news you have on the snow situation.
And I do have some good news, actually, Sam. Now, right behind me, this is Vine Street. Well, there goes a plow right there. It's pretty snow-covered still. But one street over on Main Street, you can actually see blacktop now. And I think a lot of it also has to do with the fact that the sun's out. It's a historic snowfall for the city, but not really in the mind of Will Cameron. He's from Chicago, so he's headed into work today. Business as usual.
Like I said, I'm from Chicago, so this is nothing to drive in for me.
He says the worst part of the drive was leaving his driveway.
Just getting out, I live in the cul-de-sac, right behind Lowe's. Just getting out of there is a little struggle. Other than that, it's not a problem.
He's one of the few that headed to the office today, and streets and road crews are happy he was fairly lonely on the streets.
Folks are really helping us out by staying at home. Continue to do so, and you know, we'll keep working at it.
The roads have improved since the snow stopped falling. Still, Rob Allen with Streets and Roads says it's going to take a few days to get just the primary roads and their snow plan cleared.
I mean, normally we get a snow and within 2 or 3 days, it melts up.
Crews have made some adjustments from the storm 2 weeks ago by getting contractors here on day one and taking advantage of their snow farms faster, where they dump snow that won't fit downtown.
We don't have anywhere to put the snow, so we have to scoop it up, haul it away. We try to take it out of the crosswalks or the sight lines. That's one of, we call them snow farms.
And the salt supply here in Fayette County is in pretty good shape. They've got about 4,000 tons of salt. They say that's definitely enough for this snowstorm. But as you guys were talking about in the studio, hopefully this is about it. If not, then they may need to look at some more salt. For now, we're live in Lexington. Miranda Combs, WKYT.
Okay, Miranda, stay safe out there. Now, Lextran is working through the storm, but on a limited schedule. Here's what they're doing. Buses will be operating on a snow plan into tomorrow. Bus stops included in this snow plan have a snowflake on their signs. Lextran says it will continue to evaluate the road conditions and adjust their service once the conditions improve. Now, a warning for sledders out there. The YMCA at Beaumont is asking people not to use the hill near their facility. This is typically a really popular place for sledders. The Y says that there is ice underneath the snow and it's not safe right now. Don't want anybody to get hurt out there. All right, it's a similar story for communities around the region.
With more than a foot of snow on the ground, it is just difficult for drivers to get around. WKYT's Garrett Weimer continues our team coverage now from Scott County.
Main roads here in Scott County are starting to clear as crews have been out since yesterday plowing and salting. There's still work to do because of just how much snow fell. The Scott County Road Department supervisor says he's seen 16 inches in parts of the county. The snow and slick conditions even caused some problems for their plows sliding off the roads. This morning, stuck semis caused backups on Cherry Blossom Way. Trucks having trouble still causing some problems on the interstate. But thankfully, the sun has come out, which has made a big difference.
It's just a bad situation. The sun has worked wonders for us this afternoon with what salt we have been able to put down. I can see a lot of blacktop here and there now, and which is a good thing.
The concern now is, of course, refreezing tonight because of just how cold temperatures are supposed to get. Brandenburg says there's really not much they can do with ice when it is that cold, so they'll do what they can today and then be right back at it tomorrow. In Scott County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
And good to see the sun out there with Garrett. In Frankfort, city and county officials issued travel restrictions because of the snow. With most drivers off the roads today, crews had a chance to really get the streets clear. WKYT's Victor Puente continues our team coverage with more on conditions there this afternoon.
The drive to Frankfort from Lexington this morning was pretty smooth, although there were large sections of the interstate that were still solid white. There were also a lot of vehicles that had slid off the road, and that didn't change once we got here to the Capitol. As that snow continued to fall, road crews did their best to keep up with it, but it still got the best of some drivers. In an effort to limit the number of vehicles on the road, both the Frankfort mayor and the Franklin County Judge Executive issued travel restrictions. That basically limited travel to emergency vehicles, road crews, and people driving for work. The plow driver we spoke to said he had a long night. It started around 10 p.m. last night. He had to plow some lots 3 or 4 times because the snow just kept falling. Despite the long hours, he says he's glad he's not actually in the snow, but he says the rain that came first made his job pretty tough.
It's a slick mess. I mean, once I get all this snow off, I'll salt it and it'll be fine. But on these hills and stuff, the truck just start, you know, it's a solid sheet of ice underneath there.
Franklin County Sheriff Pat Melton told me he believes those restrictions helped. He said they had a few slide-offs this morning, some injury wrecks, but he says none of them were serious because he believes that limited the number of cars that were on the road. In Franklin County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
And the city's travel restrictions will be lifted in about an hour. The counties will remain in place until noon tomorrow. And dozens of schools, including Fayette County, will be closed tomorrow because of the snow. You can find a complete list of the closings and delays on WKYT.com. Kentucky is just part of a 1,500-mile stretch from Texas to Massachusetts, hammered by this winter storm.
As Craig Boswell shows us, the snow stranded travelers from Hardin County all the way to Washington, D.C.
On Interstate 65 near Elizabethtown, Kentucky, the storm trapped hundreds of motorists in their cars and trucks. The view from the air showed stranded drivers for miles and miles. Kentucky's governor dispatched the National Guard. Charles Wade and his 2 sons spent the night in their car. Guardsmen reached them Thursday and helped them get to a Red Cross shelter.
We had like a quarter tank of gas, so we had to try to preserve things. And then when you got a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old in the car, it can get a little hectic.
Snow and ice hit an area from North Texas to Nantucket. Up to 7 inches of snow fell in portions of Texas, and that was on top of a layer of ice, making roads treacherous, especially for big rigs.
The inclines are tough for the semis because they got to go slow and then they just end up sliding backwards on them.
Air travelers aren't getting anywhere fast either. More than 4,000 flights were canceled.
I'm doing a rap show at Manhattan Center, and so I won't be hipping or hopping. I will be here toasting and eating.
Snow came down most of the day here in Washington. The federal government shut down, but there was still controversy on Capitol Hill. Conditions were perfect for sledding, but that's banned on Capitol Hill. A couple dozen families showed up anyway.
A police officer came and said, "You're not allowed to sled."
Capitol Police were not enforcing the ban. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Washington.
And just in case you're wondering, the ban on sledding was put in place for security reasons after 9/11. However, Capitol Police have not typically enforced the ban until last month when someone actually filed a complaint. People flying in and out of Bluegrass Airport are having a little better luck getting out of town. We checked and we found a few cancellations and about a half a dozen delays this afternoon. If you have a flight scheduled tonight, you'll want to check with your airline before heading to the airport. And a terrifying situation for flyers arriving in New York from Atlanta. A Delta flight skidded off a snowy runway and into a fence at LaGuardia this morning. The plane stopped just short of icy waters.
We thought that we were in the water. Everybody thought it was in the water. Then they opened the back door and all the snow and things fell out.
Well, that plane had 127 passengers and 5 crew members on board. 24 of them suffered minor injuries. The landing did cause the plane to leak fuel for a little while. That is frightening.
Yeah.
We have much more on this winter storm coming up on WKYT News.
And join us for a special extended edition from 6:30 to 7 tonight right here on WKYT. The Supreme Court sets a date to hear same-sex marriage cases. We'll tell you when there might be a decision.
And a warning today about sugar, what one health organization is asking people to do.
Snow still lingering into parts of southeastern Kentucky, ready to say goodbye to that and the potential that we say hello to record cold overnight lows. A full forecast and a breakdown in just a moment.